Hey everybody, it's Maria, and today I wanted to talk to you about a book that I read and kind of the feelings I have about changes that I'm making for my personal health. So, this book is This Is Me by Chrissy Metz, Loving the Person You Are Today. She's the actress who is Kate in This Is Us, if you are familiar with that show. It is one of my favorite shows. I love the relationships between the siblings and the spouses and the children, the timing back and forth. I just really adore that show. If you haven't checked it out, I think it's really worth it. Chrissy is not what you would consider to be a typical actress because she is several hundred pounds. And by several hundred, I know she's more than 200, but I don't know how much more. And I don't really care. That's not really what's important to me. But she's definitely a person who you wouldn't look at and say, hey, yeah, I'm going to put you in a TV show according to what Western standards are right now. I'm sure she had to struggle a lot, and she talks a little bit about it, with breaking out of the mold and not choosing to change her size for somebody else, but trying to deal with her own issues about eating and exercise on her own terms, and how she also sees Kate as somebody who she's working through the process with. Kate is as her character. I think that is a really cool thing. I've been trying to read a lot more body positive books lately because I personally have been dealing with a little bit of that feeling of insecurity, fear of failure, the typical things that you deal with. And it's gotten to the point where I feel like I'm going to make some changes, hopefully for the good. I've loved watching other people talk about their weight loss and their weight journey, because I don't really want it to be about the weight necessarily. I know that I use food as a comfort mechanism. I use food as celebration. And while food is celebration, we are very big on food at our house. It's not the only thing to do for celebration. I know that I use food as a buffer. I use food as boredom. I use food, and I don't want to use food. I want to let food work for me, which is not the most easy thing to do. I know a lot of you probably have dealt with that before, especially those of you who are moms. Because as a mom, you're having to make decisions all the time. You're having to decide when to eat, what to eat, if this is fast enough, healthy enough food. My children eat a lot because they're always running around. I have swimmers that are boys. Our two oldest are swimming, so they're eating a lot, and so I'm constantly thinking about food for them. At the same time, I don't find myself being intentional with it for me, and that's a problem because I care about myself as much as I care about my kids. I should care about myself as much as I care about my kids, because eventually they're going to leave and have to take care of themselves. But I'm stuck with this body trying to care for myself for the whole rest of the haul. As long as I'm alive, this person is supposed to be the one who's caring for myself, and I haven't been doing that very well. I'm sure you guys have probably dealt with that at some point. There's just a lot of decision fatigue. There's a lot of answers. There's a lot of research. There's so much, and it's hard to make decisions looking at something and to not just go on autopilot. So I kind of swallowed a little bit of my pride and asked my husband if he would not only hold me accountable, but be willing to look at my eating and exercise habits and make some sort of plan. He wants to work on some of his exercise things as well. Because he's a type 1 diabetic, he has a lot more practice at measuring carbs, calories. He's a vegetarian. He's been a vegetarian for 31 years or something crazy like that. And while we do eat mostly vegetarian at our house, we definitely also are foodies. So we love cream and butter and making food a wonderful experience for anybody who walks in our front door. So I know it's going to take a lot of intentionality. I'm still trying to figure out how to make salads exciting. So if you have any books on how to make salads exciting, I would love to hear that in the comments. Or your favorite salad, especially bonus points if it's vegetarian. I don't necessarily only eat vegetarian, but I'm trying to do better because I need to do better for myself. I haven't been careful for myself. And while, yes, I want to be healthy for my family, I want to be healthy for me. I don't think I'm not going to ever be super small person. I told my husband, I think the smallest I will ever be is probably size 10. That's probably my like borderline. I would feel, I don't think I would, I don't think my bones go smaller than that. And I'm fine with that. I just want to feel like I'm putting good things into my body and doing good things for my body because I care about myself. So anyway, I would love to know in the comments what you think about this. This book was very encouraging to try and love me exactly how I am and not wait until I'm a certain size. I think that's stupid. She has some great points as far as making fashion choices because you want to make them, not because you feel like you're supposed to be. So I'm wearing shorts today, guys. I'm wearing shorts. You can't see because I think if I stand up, you still can't really see very well. But I'm wearing shorts because I wanted to wear shorts because it's hot out. And I don't want the choices about what I choose to do with my wardrobe or with how I feel about myself to be only because of how small I am. So while I think those things go together, they're a little bit separate. Anyway, any encouragement in the comments, any things that have worked for you. I love looking at other people's journeys on YouTube talking about changes they've made. And again, books always are the motivating factor for making changes in my life. But that's where I am right now. So I will talk to you all later. It's been great being honest with you about my insecurities. So I'm sure I'm not the only one out there. I love you guys all and talk to you later. Bye.